The big news for fans of Bruce, a.k.a. The Boss, 7 previously unheard records to be released for the first time this summer called Tracks 2, The Lost Albums, out June 27th. And I'm sure the fans around the world are excited to hear that.
Yeah, he's still, hands down, one of the best live performances I've ever seen. Dr. Darien joins us with a question that he's going to answer from one of you. This one's from John K. How does emergency room triage work? Who gets seen first?
The sickest person, in short, the sickest person. It's not first come, first serve, as many would hope. The emergency room triage is basically like an airport. Everyone's got somewhere to go, but people are leaving at different times. So the point of triage is to identify who is the most severely sick, and that's what we use numbers for, 1 through 5, 1 being the most sick, 5 being the least sick. So if you're in an emergency room seeing people move ahead of you, just understand that it's likely that they are more sick, needing in more urgent or emergent attention than what you might be dealing with. But I can understand it can be a frustrating experience.
I love that analogy. It's like the airport.
I think it's the most helpful way to look at it, because sometimes if you think of it like a regular line, then you're wondering, why are people cutting this line? But very much like an airport, you don't know where people are going, you don't know what they're dealing with, so you should take a moment to realize that before you try to interrupt that process.
Don't come there saying that you're about to die and have a heart attack if you're not.
And to that point, make sure that you're completely honest.
So true.
Completely honest with what your problem is, and also understanding that there's a process. There's triage, there's registration to understand who you are, there's treatment to fix the problem, reevaluation, and then developing a plan after that. And so you want to remember to go through, you have to go through all of that process, and it can't be a game of telephone, so you'll likely have to continue to tell your story.
All right, real quick, your prescription for wellness.
That's for those who might have a sweet tooth. This is something that I've tried to, manage my diet with myself, especially with my talking about added sugars. So today's prescription for wellness is how we can manage getting what we want, which are sweet things, when we want to reduce our sugar. So the number one thing you want to do is look at your added sugars. I suggest going throughout your day and marking down added sugars on the nutrition labels to understand where you stand. If it's above 26, 28 grams a day, you want to reduce that. And when you want to pick fruit, if you're going to pick fruit in cans, make sure you're picking fruit that's in water or natural juice. A lot of these canned fruits will have sugar added to them, and you want to avoid that. And then if you are a lover of soda, you can pick sparkling water. They have a variety of flavors that can be helpful and hopefully get you to that seltzer drink that you're looking for. And then you can try extracts like vanilla, almond, orange, and lemon. That can help you to add flavor while reducing your sugar intake. I know, DeMarco, you've been sitting there just stubborn as ever.
Pouting.
I'm so sorry, but we got to make sure that we control our added sugar, because if you continue to do that, we obviously increase our risk of insulin resistance and diabetes.
And I don't want to see you. I don't want to have to come and see you.
Exactly. We want you to live a long, quality life.
They sneak it in things that aren't worth it. So you got to make sure your sugar counts.
That's so true. And make sure you mark it down, label it, so you know how much you're getting in every day.
Like ketchup.
All right. I'm listening, guys. I'm listening.
Folks, we would love to hear from you, so please hit us up with all of your questions for Dr. Darien at ABC GMA3.
The sugar-free ketchup is actually still sweet.
It's not bad.
Yeah.